We are in the House of Commons where Muslim community, including ministers and MPs, are discussing a landmark new report called British Muslim Civil Society 2023. This outlines the potential of the Muslim community and the need to establish a partnership between the Muslim civil society and the government. Let's find out more.
The story about the British Muslim Civil Society, the British Muslim communities up and down the country has been largely painted about us. This is an attempt to paint our own story, share our story, share the vibrancy and the dynamism of the British Muslim Civil Society.
This is primarily directed really at Muslims to think about their own communities' growth and development as a means of contributing to wider society. If we have a healthy Muslim community that is strong in the civil society sector, we will have a greater contribution to our society as a whole.
Well, there are many recommendations in the report, and one of those recommendations is for the National Council of Voluntary Organisations to actually start documenting Muslim civic society organisations, and that would help for us to get a better picture of what's out there. Because there are many organisations that aren't engaged or aren't in the mainstream space, and yet they do so much work.
So having reports like this, it actually helps us to take the case to the government and say, look, let's treat everyone equally, let's get rid of discrimination, let's acknowledge the Islamophobia that exists. Day after day, year after year, the report of the Home Office itself shows it's the Muslim community which faces the most discrimination.
Muslim youth, we make up a very large amount of population. At the minute, 10% of young people in schools are Muslims, British Muslims. So that's 10% of a generation of Muslims. The thing is, at the minute, within those young people, there are plenty who are massively interested in kind of making changes, taking their own initiatives. They have plenty of ideas. The problem is often there is not the support, the infrastructure to facilitate those plans.
I think it's a report which will make us think and work better with other communities. And I hope it's a report which will make us and government think for us to work together, because there has been a disconnect between those in certain sections of power within our system and the British Muslim communities.